Hey guys, it's me, Toby, with the first episode of Wrestling Heaven Talk. This episode is going to be a doozy. Basically, in this series, I will be just talking about wrestling and my opinion about it in general, about different things. Not necessarily just news breakdown or music videos. Another section, another playlist I'm going to be making for this. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into it. Episode 1's topic is Cena's last match. Yeah, said it was going to be a doozy, wasn't kidding. It's been a couple days. His last match was on the 13th of December, 2025. In case it's a couple of years down the road you're watching this and you forgot. You never know. Yeah, Cena, the match itself was okay. It gave the message, never give up, which you might be thinking, well, he did give up. What are you talking about? Yeah, that is true. But I meant from the beginning to just about the end of the match. He kept trying and trying. It was a pretty decent match in that regard. Personally, I would have just changed the ending if I could. I know a lot of people would say that. But what a lot of people wouldn't say is, yes, I think Gunther should have won to keep the story moving forward as the career ender. However, I don't think it should have been a submission. That's where I disagree with what ended up happening. I think it should have been a pass out, ideally. That way he technically never gave up and he still loses the match. Or, I think it should have been a pin. Ideally the first option though, which is the pass out. But, yeah. Sorry for background noise, by the way. Other than that, it was a nice, sweet send-off, especially the end credit video that they made for Cena. I think that was sweet. Yeah, I kind of wonder if they're going to keep this not legend killer, that's Randy Orton, career ender gimmick going for Gunther and see if he's going to brag that he defeated Cena and Goldberg. But I'm not sure. It's a lot to take in that Cena is now retired from the ring. He did, I guess this part's news, he did sign I think a 5-year deal for being a part of creative, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that if I end up being wrong. But yeah. I guess I'm just gonna leave this video off with thank you, Cena. Thank you for everything. All the memories, all the matches, all the moments. And I'm gonna leave it off with, once more, thank you, Cena. If you're still watching, that means you're watching the extended version of the very first episode of Wrestling Heaven Talk. And to that, I say thank you. Now let's move on with, think of it as a part 2, and if you watch the normal playlist, it's only the part 1s. Basically, yeah, extended version. Anyways, moving on from Cena, we're going to talk about Gunther and Goldberg's last match on Saturday Night Main Event. I know this was a while ago, but technically it is another match that Gunther retired a major wrestler, Goldberg. Considering how they ended John Cena on his last match on a Saturday Night Main Event, and they did the same thing for Goldberg first, feel like Goldberg's last match celebration was highly underwhelming, to be honest. I feel like WWE could have done more for them. I know that might be a hot take because, how do I put this? John Cena has been WWE for life, basically, and Goldberg was originally WCW, so people might think, well, that's the reason, but if you really think about it, they both had a very impactful career, and one of the two seems a little underwhelming compared to the other, and I think you guys know which one I'm talking about when I say one of them was underwhelming. But with that being said, yeah, it was sad, yeah, to see Goldberg lose his last match. Kind of understandable, because they were trying to build onto a story, I guess, as we now know as the career killer. They even cut off on broadcast TV, they even cut off his retirement speech, which I get that John Cena didn't do one like Goldberg did, but they cut it off. And then they just uploaded it on YouTube. Yeah. So I guess they sort of made up for it, but it's not the same, really. I mean, they should have kept it in the broadcast. They should have just not they should have not done that to him. Yeah, I mean, they did the first 10 seconds of his speech and then cut the feed. That's messed up in my opinion. And probably everyone else's too. But with Goldberg versus Gunther and Cena versus Gunther, tell me in the comments below which one you think was the better match, or what rating would you give those matches? I'll tell you my opinion. I would give it a 4 out of 5 stars for Cena versus Gunther, and I would give it 3 out of 5 stars for Goldberg versus Gunther for their respective retirement matches. Like I said, it was kind of underwhelming for the Gunther one, and as for the Cena one, sad. Just sad. The way it ended, anyways. But without further ado, thank you for watching the extended version, if you did, which is what this part is. And I'll see you guys in the next video or the next Wrestling Heaven talk. Later.